All right, good evening, welcome. Happy Sunday to you. I hope you guys had an amazing weekend. I myself did. I hosted a craft crop. It was super awesome. I met a lot of really great people. It was a lot of fun. I'm kind of sad to see the weekend coming to an end, so let me just see if I'm in screen, and it looks like I am. So hi, this is Tara with Tara Beth Stamps. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator from mid-Missouri, and today I'm going to do a Baywindow fold. As you know from my other card tutorials, I love fun folds. So I found this weekend while I was looking around on Pinterest at different ideas, and I was trying to find something that was fairly small to fit into this front window. Hey Susan, thanks for joining me. Susan was there this weekend. I hope she had fun. Hey Karen, how are you? So you need something kind of small, and at first I thought the hand penned stamp set would be good, but it's too large and it kind of lays over. So I found the Cactus Cutie set and I thought, ooh, this is gonna be fun. So this is what we're doing. Hey Angie, thanks for joining me. Hi Heidi, thanks. So super cute card, went together pretty quick, so I don't think we'll be here this long for this tutorial. I will have the dimensions tomorrow on my blog, so don't forget to check that out. Like and subscribe, that would be awesome. Share it if you can. Hey, thanks Mary, I'm glad you like it. So this is what we're doing, and let's get down to it. All right, so Cactus Cutie comes as a bundle, so you get your stamp set and the punch. So, oh good, Susan, I'm glad you had a good time. So I've had this for quite a while and I haven't created a lot of cards with it, but it is a fun set. I think it looks really great with black, so as you can tell, I did black. So let's start stamping a little bit first. So what I have is let's see here. This is 1 5/8 by 4 1/8. And what I did was I just took the Hello stamp from the set here, Hello, and I just did some random stamping with the colors. So we'll do a little polished pink first. And it doesn't have to be perfect, just kind of random is the way I did it. So we had kind of some crazy weather this weekend here in mid-Missouri. When we went to the hotel on Friday morning, there was 6 inches of snow on the ground that had come overnight. And then this afternoon, I rode home with the windows down, and the sun was shining. It was like 65 degrees. So all 6 inches are gone, thank goodness. All right, so there's that. All right, so now I'm gonna just take a black and stamp it, just kind of filling in randomly. Nothing big, just to make a fun background. And then last, we're going to take some Pear Pizzazz. So the sample I made was out of Old Olive, but of course, as things go, I didn't have another thing of Old Rosie, the weather in South Dakota like that. I can imagine. Hey Karen, thanks for joining me. Karen was there this weekend. Our little, it's not really a trio, there was 5 of us, so we had a fantastic time. Lots of belly laughs. All right, so I did the second one, so tonight we're doing it in Pear Pizzazz, as I said. I just didn't have enough paper to do it all. Okay, so you can tell I just am doing it random and around, just to get a background set up. So I'm going to put this back in the stamp case, and we're going to bring out the 2 cacti or cactus stamp set, pull out that Pear Pizzazz again. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to look at how my punch is. I'm going to turn it upside down, and I'm going to, because this is a builder punch, I want to use this one and I want to use this one. So what I'm going to do first is line it up so that, see how I can put it in there and have the least paper lost. So I'm going to ink up my stamp. Hopefully get a really good image on the first go. Looks good. I'm going to bring it in here and I'll just go ahead and punch it out. All right, so we'll set that to the side. And then I created these little arms just by punching out a couple of the small stamp sets. So we'll take that one aside and just add this here. What I'm going to do again is I'm going to look at the orientation of my punch and set my stamp that way so that I'm wasting just as little bit of paper as I can. I'm a conserver. The less money I spend on paper, the more money I have for stamps. All right, so I'm going to space these out a little bit and just create about 3 of them. Okay, there we go. We are going to punch it away. There we go, there's one. And see, I got that one a little close. Oh, but it's not gonna be a problem. But I do think I took the head off of that one. So I'm gonna flip this over and do one more stamp. There we go. Ah, Heidi, Denver's like that too. I didn't know you were in Denver. All right, there we go. All right, I'm gonna put that to the side. Here we've got our little cacti that we can put together. I'm going to close up this ink so I don't get it all over the place. I'm going to give that stamp a clean swipe on my chamois. If you don't have a chamois, the Stampin' Up! Chamois are amazing. I keep one by my desk at all times when I'm stamping. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to look at the orientation on that punch again and make sure that my stamp, and I want to flip it around, that my stamp is gonna be just lined up perfect. So we'll bring out that polished pink once more. We'll do hope for the good image. Ew, that happened. You can tell I have puppies because that's a dog hair on there. Let's try that again. All right, perfect. So now I'm gonna put that punch right in there. Line it up. Now we're kind of wasting a little bit there, but that'll be okay. All right, so since I've got my stamps out, I'm gonna go ahead and stamp the inside of the card. Since we have the ink out, I used a different stamp for the inside. And I'm just gonna put that pot right there on the bottom in that polished pink. Clean that up on the chamois. I'm gonna pull out another cacti, I guess is how you say it. And we will ink those leaves up. And I'm gonna line it up as close as I can to the bottom. There we go. Yeah, Heidi, I'm not used to the cold. I'm not a fan. I hate it. I'm more of a fair weather girl. And luckily my husband has turned that way too. So I think once the kids are out of school and we're retired, we'll definitely head south. I love the polished pink with the green too, Heidi. I agree. All right, so then we've got the sentiment. Hope your day's on point. I'm gonna line it up on my grid paper, try to get that nice, clean, straight line. Since it's photopolymer, we should be good. Perfect. All right. So let's see here. I think, oh, let's do 1 or 2 more punches and then we'll be ready to start assembling. So on the original card that I made, I had stamped these flowers with polished pink and punched them out. I think it will actually look better if I use just a little bit of polished pink cardstock. Ooh, that went flying. Let's try that again. All right, there's one. See if I've got enough paper here to do another one. Karen, your card was beautiful this afternoon. Thanks for sharing. I enjoyed it. I was kind of late to the game. My son had, I've had a busy weekend. My son had his banquet for wrestling now that the season is over. So I left and ran up to that and then went back and had a card made for tonight. Didn't like it, changed plans and came up with this one. All right, so let's get to some assembly work. So we're gonna go ahead and do the front first. I'm gonna take some Stampin' Dimensionals and start out with the potted plant and line that up so it's semi-straight. Just kind of put it there in the middle. It's kind of just hanging there, but you know, with art, that's what you can do. Okay. Then I'm going to add a little bit of the body, and now we're going to add the arms. So, let's see here. Maybe one right there. We'll stick a flower. Now these flowers, thanks Lori. Lori Ann, I like these colors together too. The polished pink goes with all the greens, I think. I wasn't looking forward to having another pink, but man, I like this one. Okay, so on this flower, you have to almost use 1/4 of a Stampin' Dimensional. Cut it in half and then in half again. That's when you're talking, you're getting frugal there, but that's small. And you want that dimension there. Let's put this one here. And this one. That's as easy as the front is. Super cute, fun. This is a fun stamp set, which I think we need more of. All right, so I'm gonna get the inks out of the way since we're all done stamping. Kind of clean myself up a little bit here. All right, so I have already scored this paper, and like I said, I'll put the score lines and the paper dimensions on my blog. If I missed any questions, I'm sorry. I'll come back and get you after we're done here. So this is a normal card base, 4 1/4 by 11. I've scored it at 3/8, 1 7/8, 3 5/8, 5 1/8, and then 5 1/2. I guess it goes this way for you guys. So what we're gonna do is start burnishing it. So there's the first one. Then I'm gonna fold this and make another score line, or burnish it at that score line. We're gonna fold this. And if you notice, I'm kind of folding it the same direction, just back on itself each time. Okay, and then the last one we'll fold there, but then we're also gonna fold it back because this is gonna be what hits your bay window. That's what's gonna prop it. You can see it just stops there. Okay, so the first thing we're gonna do is add a little liquid adhesive to this center. This might be somewhere where you use the Stampin' Seal or the tear tape, but we've got liquid adhesive tonight. So I'm just gonna seal that down real well. Just kind of give it that burnish right there. That should help set it. Then I've got 2 sheets of the Designer Series paper. This is the, I can't remember what family the Pear Pizzazz is. It's not in the brights. But we are going to use that liquid adhesive and adhere that to each side of the center panel. So we'll start there. And then we'll add this next one. Okay, so remember that we've got our stamp bundles that are on sale until the end of the month. And I've kind of read some fine print that says while supplies last. So if there's something that you want, you may want to get it sooner rather than later, because I don't know, they're not doing back orders right now. So we want to make sure that if you want it, oh, thank you, Mary. It's part of the Subtle family. You want to make sure that you get what you want while it's on sale. All right, so then we're going to take this centerpiece. We're going to go ahead and adhere it. And you could even pop this up on dimensionals if you wanted to give it just a little more pop. But I'm going to adhere it. There we go. I've got 2 little strips of DSP that we're going to put on each side here. Oops. And the Stampin', or the mini cut and emboss, I took that with me this weekend to my crop. I didn't take the big one. And I will tell you that I use so many die sets without needing the big one, that almost all of the dies that I used for the cards I could get with that little mini. I used it so much, I think I'm gonna have to order new plates. It got some good use this weekend. All right, so there's the card front. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and kind of eyeball and see where we're gonna put all that. Okay, so we're gonna fold this back, and I'm gonna burnish it really good again, because it won't wanna stay open if you don't. So these seams have to be burnished really well. Okay, we are gonna take our stamped. Oh, Heidi, I'm glad you like it. Thank you. Like I said, I had another one that was a super complicated fun fold with like a hidden flap. And I was like, ooh, after the weekend I've had, this is not a good idea. I'll flub that right on up. Okay, so we're gonna adhere that. We have another, just one more sheet of DSP. I'm gonna slide this over because I think we're gonna have a little excess. It may just have to overlap. Yep, we're gonna overlap it. That's fine. All right, so we're gonna take that matching DSP again. And we are just about done. Here we go. So nice, simple, smooth. So our last order of business is going to be just to add that one last flower as the stopper. There's the dimensionals. Trying to keep a better desk these days, so I know. So as you can see, that kind of sticks out a little bit. I'm going to go ahead and trim that up a little bit. I'm going to peel that off. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to kind of decide how I like that to lay. I'm going to stick that dimensional flower right there. And there you go. That is the Baywindow fold. Super fun, super easy. It'll fold flat for that mailing, or when you want to give it to someone. A great way to use up some of that Designer Series paper. I like the stripes. My favorite is the plaid, but I do like the stripes with this set. So we are going to finish up with the envelope and be good to go. So we're going to pull out some black ink for our card front. Let's do this guy again. And like I said, I think the black and the pink just pop really well together. And then when you throw in that green, whether it be Old Olive or Pear Pizzazz, I think either one is really good. Clean that stamp up. Oh, no, I don't want a pink cactus. I don't know what I was thinking on that one. So you can do, we'll go ahead and use this other cacti, just because we've seen the other ones. Let's look what this one's gonna turn out like for the front. All right. Yep, super cute, fun. This is great for beginners, so if you've got those beginners out there, this is a great way to get started. One little bundle, 1 pack of paper, 3 ink pads, and you're good to go. It's a little bit of cardstock. If you need any of that, don't hesitate to reach out to me. I'd be more than happy to provide you links, get you some goodies headed your way. Ooh, I think I grabbed the wrong glue there. Looks like they're both on the last leg. Thanks, Karen. I'm glad you like it. Angie, thank you. I'm glad you like it. All right. Glue that down. Do the only fussy cutting I'm willing to do on camera. I agree with you, Karen K. All right. Like I said, all the directions are all the dimensions are gonna be on my blog. If you've got any questions that I missed, I'll come back and answer them. I appreciate you spending part of your Sunday night with me for today's card using the Cactus Cutie. Have a great weekend, rest of your week, and I'll see you next week. Thanks.